I taught my student a real lesson. I'm a teacher. For 5 years, I've dealt with everything this job can throw at you. But my biggest professional challenge wasn't a standardized test or a difficult parent. It was a 15-year-old kid named Kevin and my lunch. My lunch is sacred. It's a ritual. My wife, bless her heart, packs it for me every single morning. A perfect roast beef sandwich on sourdough, a little bag of chips, an apple. It's my small moment of peace in the daily chaos of a public high school. Or at least it was. Kevin was the son of a school board member. He was popular and walked the halls with the kind of arrogance that made you think he owned the place. He was the school's untouchable prince, and he knew it. For some reason, he decided my lunch was his personal property. It started about a month ago. I'd go to the staff lounge fridge on my lunch break. Empty box. The first time, I thought I'd forgotten it at home. The second time, I knew. There was only one student who had the nerve to walk into the staff lounge like he belonged there. Kevin. Of course, I confronted him. He just gave me a smug grin and said, "No idea what you're talking about, Mr. Harrison?" I went to my principal. He just sighed. "Look, I believe you," he said, "but we don't have proof. And you know who his father is." My hands are tied. I was helpless. An adult man being robbed of his sandwich by a teenager. It was humiliating. After another week of forced fasting, something inside me snapped. The system had failed. It was time for a very different kind of lesson plan. That evening, I went online and ordered a bottle of hot sauce. A specialty sauce, the kind that makes you click a legal waiver before you can buy it. It was called the Reaper's Scythe, made from 99% pure Carolina Reaper extract. The website warned of extreme physiological reactions. Perfect. The next morning, I prepared the masterpiece. A beautiful, tempting sandwich. I put on gloves, and with a small dropper, I applied 5 drops of the Reaper's Scythe to the roast beef, an invisible thermonuclear trap. It looked like heaven. It smelled like heaven. It tasted, well, that's what Kevin was about to find out. I placed the booby-trapped lunch in the fridge and waited. During lunch period, I saw him. He swaggered into the lounge and walked out with my lunchbox. A little while later, I walked past the cafeteria. Kevin was holding court with his friends, showing off his stolen prize. Then he took a huge, triumphant bite. I watched him chew. Once, twice. Then he stopped. A look of confusion crossed his face. His confident smirk vanished. His eyes widened in disbelief. And then his face began to change color, from tan to pink to a deep, alarming crimson. He shot up from his chair, dropping the sandwich. He gasped for air, his hands clutching his throat. And then he let out a scream, a sound I can only describe as a fire alarm being strangled. He sprinted blindly towards the nurse's office, leaving his friends roaring with laughter. It was even more spectacular than I had imagined, but it got better. An hour later, an ambulance was parked in front of the school. I watched from my classroom window as they wheeled Kevin out on a gurney. The whole school was watching. His reign as the prince of the hallway was officially over. The fallout was intense. His father, the school board member, threatened to sue the district. There was an investigation. I was called into the principal's office. "Did you put something in that sandwich, Mark?" he asked, looking exhausted. I looked him straight in the eye. "It's my lunch, Principal Wallace. My wife and I are huge fans of extremely spicy food. I had absolutely no idea Kevin would steal my personal property from the staff lounge. That is against school rules, isn't it?" They couldn't prove a thing. Kevin came back to school a week later, looking pale and humbled. We made eye contact across the crowded hallway. He looked away immediately. He learned a lesson that day, one that isn't in any of my history books. He had to go to the hospital. I had to sit through a week of meetings with lawyers. Was it worth it? Every single bite of this peaceful lunch I'm eating right now tells me it was.